Teams coming off disappointing losses to division rivals week one. The Cowboys put up a fight, ultimately fell short. That was against the Eagles. My Giants, yeah, that was bad against the Commanders. So it's no surprise that Dallas enters the weekend as the clear-cut favorite. Cam, is there any shot the Giants give the Cowboys trouble on Sunday?
Absolutely not. And the reason why I say that is there's not anything.
You're good, Cam. Do you?
Which one?
Go ahead.
You
go ahead. No, you go.
Yeah.
All you.
In this particular situation, I'm seeing no chance that the Giants make any impact in Dallas. Why? Because of this one reason. There's nothing more dangerous than a person who feels tried, who feels disrespected, who feels called out. That is really a dude. That dude being CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb has been on, hey, we need to find out what is going on with 4 drops. That's unlike him. Now he gets an opportunity to redeem himself versus a division opponent, might I add. And that is scary if I'm your G-man, Molly. Another thing, too, that needs to be mentioned, I do not think that Russell Wilson is very comfortable in that position as a starting quarterback for the New York Giants. And do I think Russell Wilson still has a lot of talent left? Yes, but I don't think his situation is conducive to being patient for him to showcase that talent. I think this may be the game that we get a glimpse or start hearing even more whispers or now yells of Jackson Dart.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing that's tough is when you watch the Giants film from week one, it's tough to watch, right? When you look at Russell Wilson in the pocket, missing easy throws to RPOs, Malik Neighbors absolutely dominating defensive backs in every position in the route tree, whether it was go balls, intermediate, short, and not being able to get the football where he could get yards after the catch, something he's one of the best in all the NFL in, that's an issue. And you think about this team, whether it's Tracy or Scatterboo not being able to create a run game, that's the reason you're scared that they can't go down to Dallas and make any noise. And on the other side of that, the Dallas Cowboys showed us, and this is what I believe coming into the season, that Dak Prescott is going to play extremely well this year. When you look at that first game, and you heard Cam mention the drops by CeeDee Lamb. One, CeeDee Lamb only had 7 drops total last year. To have 3 and a possible against the Philadelphia Eagles, that's absolutely unheard of. Not only is CeeDee Lamb feels tried, George Pickens feels tried too. People are already questioning whether or not George Pickens is giving all-out effort, whether or not George Pickens is all the way bought in. Cam has been knowing George for a long time. The dude is ultimately talented, and he's an extreme competitor. You think he not finna try to show up? So what is Paulson Adebo gonna do? What is Cordell Flott gonna do? What are you gonna do if you're Drew Phillips? I think this could be a game where we see an explosion by the Dallas Cowboys offense, and it all boils down to one thing. Can you block them? Can you block Kayvon Thibodeau? Can you block Brian Burns? Can you block Abdul Carter? And can you stop Sexy Dexy? And if you do, this could be a game where we see 30-plus points put up by the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, first of all, let's not act like it's breaking news that Dak Prescott may show up and play well. It's the regular season. That's when he does it. He's 30-plus games over 500 as a starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys during the regular season. So it's no surprise that he's going to play well during the regular season. Let's not change the narrative about him. The issue with him is come postseason. From September through December, especially in November and December, that brother's gonna show up, okay? It's come January where he seems allergic to prosperity, okay? So let's get that out the way. That's number one. Number two, we've been talking about the Giants' defense. Let's understand that we anticipate they'll show up. We just expect their offense to be so putrid that ultimately the defense will lose due to exhaustion because the offense can't generate anything. And that's where the real problem lies for them. In terms of George Pickens and him being temperamental, I mean, is that breaking news? That's the problem. The Steelers didn't mind him going away because of his talent. They know that brother can ball. The question is him being temperamental and approaching the contract year. What kind of distraction is he going to be? If anything, look at what things y'all highlighted. Not hustling, not doing, not blocking, opposing cornerback, safeties, etc. Not doing his part to protect his teammates just because he's not getting the ball. They can gloss over that all they want to. It's still going to be a problem unless Dak Prescott figures that out, how to fix it. Whether he does that or not, I don't know whether he will. I know he'll try, but it's not like the Giants are some legit litmus test. They can't score effectively. That's their problem. And no matter how good their defense is, it's going to ultimately wear down, and that means Dallas is going to have their way eventually as the game progresses, because they don't have to worry about an opposing offense at all, and that's going to frustrate and exhaust the Giants' defense. That's what we're talking about.
Stephen A., is Brad Pitt and Damson Idris out there driving F1 in Vegas? Did somebody just wreck it to the wall, and they got to go get him and save him? Why is it so loud?
They drag racing out here in the morning, bro. In the morning, they drag racing out here. I'm serious. Listen, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What you want me to do?
Really.
I can't control that.
Right now, on morning television.
Right now, what happens in Vegas is on First Take.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's what's going on.
Thank you for the local flavor,
I will
Stephen
say
A.
this, Stephen A. Every time we bring up the Dallas Cowboys, do you know what I hear? Hate, hate, hate. It's like every time you're in the skit for the International Players Haters Ball when we talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Listen, whether or not Dak Prescott shows up in January doesn't matter. We're talking about if he's going to show up against the New York Giants, and I believe that he is. And we also got to think about, now this moves this team to 1-1 if they win this game. You know who else is 1-1? The Washington Commanders. And so when we were sitting at the beginning of this season saying, yeah, the Dallas Cowboys going to finish third in the East no matter what, they now got a chance to fight. And so I think that this game is important for both of these teams. And for Russell Wilson, this could be the last game starting. So he does need to play well.
Cam?
So the thing about Dallas, if anybody has been overly critical about the Dallas Cowboys, it has been moi. And that's not a kiss. That is me trying to add a little sauce and flavor to the word me. Now, what I would say to this is that
Thank you.
Last week, we really saw a Dallas Cowboys team perform over than expected. And this is the thing, too. We are all still waiting to see, and everybody's waiting to crown, who really won in this Micah Parsons trade. Because last week we was expecting a domination, and what we saw from the Dallas Cowboys was something 2 or 3 couple plays changed. They win that game in Philly. Now, I'm not here to say who's won it at this particular point in time. Just be careful. All I'm saying is the Dallas Cowboys still have a lot to prove, and they have an opportunity to prove even more.
I'd like to say one thing before I go to break and get in trouble. Cam, who won this trade?
Yeah.
Cam? We know Micah and the Green Bay Packers won this trade. Stop it.
No.
You're on
Not yet.
all by your
Not
damn
yet.
self. You're the only one that questioned whether they won the trade.
Cool.
Everybody else. You stand on your. But first of all, you sit down, you're 6 feet. So you know how you're standing on it. You got a few inches, but it ain't gonna help you. But the Dallas Cowboys, it ain't gonna help you, bro. I mean, the fact of the matter is
you know you're lying.
2 late first round picks and Kenny Clark. Come on, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop
like
it.
the Drake song. They know, they know, they know. Like, they know.
Go ahead, MVP.
I'll just like to say this. I'll say this. I love where we're at right now. Molly, I see the swag that you brought to the table with the urban, ultra, modernized fit. I gotta go to Stephen A. with the gambler's jacket on with the all white, and my dog RC. We looking like Darkwing Duck and that super fly. And I promise you, next time I gotta give it to you with the drip. So with y'all holding me accountable, I love that. But I'm still standing on the fact that the Dallas Cowboys does not have 6 months to really identify if they won in a trade or not. The Green Bay Packers do. The Dallas Cowboys won't know if they won this trade until after year 1, maybe year 2, when those draft picks really turn out to see what they have.
Okay, now that you explained yourself, I sort of understand.
Micah Parsons rolling.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Pass brought in by Samuel. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now a a 3rd and 2. They need 2. Here's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. So Kittle comes in motion. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll be forced to just blow that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase of what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Hollywood Brown ready for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Up in the middle, and he's got Brown. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
First and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. It's a short pickup, taking us to the 49. Devondre Campbell brings him down. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.